Hello everyone, I'm Hoàng, and today we are diving into the ethical challenge of the recent passage of the HR1 budget bill in May 2025. So, on that day, the House narrowly passed the 10-year moratorium on state-level AI, and why this is controversial because it is buried within a budget provision on federal IT, and it's not real reconciliation without full debate, and it also prioritize AI industrial growth and federal control over moral duties. So this issue brought clear division among key stakeholders. The House Republican and tech industry and think tanks actually supporting, saying that they can avoid a patchwork of state law and it can spur innovation, investment, and modernization. While the Democrats, state official, and civil society groups are opposed to this, saying that is a good way to tech company and its priority corporate convenience over public safety. So the impact of this moratorium are far-reaching. The government, especially state government, are stripped of their powers, and the citizen there are many like level of citizens that are affected by this moratorium. The vulnerable communities, the children and youth, the artists and public figures, renters and consumers. Why does this matter? Because it's strip away the protection from the citizen as in bias, surveillance, and unsafe AI, and it provides them with greater risk of economic inequality, technology, and privacy. And for the state government, they lose all the powers and are forced to respond to tech harm, and they no longer have the ability to pass or enforce protective laws. And for the public and regulator, the trust in the government erode and the democracy weaken. So we are going through three of the ethical framework. First is a deontology. From that case, we can see that several duties are violated, which is the duty to protect citizens from the harm, duty to respect state sovereign, and duty to of transparency and honesty. For the utilitarian, even though the supporter claim that it prevent patchwork of laws and it encourage innovation, the actual consequences are more harm than benefits, especially to the citizen, and this allows right and protection and weaken democracy and public trust. For the virtual ethics, the lack of the virtuals can be seen in Congress action, which is the lack of prudence, nor long-term risk, integrity, split the moratorium into the reconciliation plan, and lack of fairness and compassion, but via favoring industry over citizen. So the solution we have is abolishing the moratorium and adopt a dual government, which add a federal law of rights and state level flexibility and respect the state laws while ensuring the national consistency. Another one is to promote ethical leadership and accountability with long-term social plans rather than short-term convenience, and provide ethical training, empathy for vulnerable groups. And finally, is to ensure the transparent legislative process via public hearing, bipartisan debate, and citizen involvement. That's it for my presentation. Thank you.